Did you get to the place that you wanted to be for the start of the season?
In terms of what?
Conditioning.
Oh yeah, conditioning, health. I feel good. I'm ready to go.
Just follow up. The Kansas City game was it good for you to get in that game?
Yeah, I think so. Just to get a feel of playing in an actual game again. The off season is long. We between the last game of the season and between the first game of the regular season, it's pretty long layoff. Uh, in other sports like basketball and stuff, they got summer league, different types of things to get accustomed to actual games. So we have the preseason.
Amari, when you saw the schedule come out, what did you think about playing all three AFC ranked teams in the first 4 weeks?
I didn't think much of it, to be honest. We got to play somebody, and also we have to play them at some point in the season. It doesn't really matter to me when we play them. So.
You don't think that adds any pressure or urgency to the first month?
No, like I said, the way my brain works, we have to play them anyway at some point. So it doesn't matter to me how it's scrambled. We both get the same amount of time to prepare. So,
how close do you think the offense is, Amari, to being as good as it can be this year?
Judging from a standpoint of not playing any games yet, obviously I would be super optimistic. So, I think we're looking good. I think we got a lot of pieces in play. A lot of weapons on the outside. Obviously, the running game is very good. So, we got the pieces. So we just gotta really wait and see. To be honest.
Amari, the Bengals made a couple of changes this offseason in their secondary. Just what type of challenge facing a team in week one where maybe you don't have a lot of film on their new personnel?
Oh, the film there. Like the film there, you're going to find it, whether you got to go back to college and watch those guys' games or the teams they previously played for. The film is definitely there. You get a good feel of those guys' tendencies. We already know obviously what we're going up against as far as scheme, and they kind of have an idea. That's what football is about. We know them, they know us. They're in our division, so there's really not that many secrets. We just got to go out there and execute.
Amari, a lot of the talk has been on the Bengals wide receiving core. Do you feel like your guys' receiving core is getting overlooked a little bit in this game?
I don't know. I haven't really been focused on what the media has been saying, so I can't righteously judge if we're getting overlooked or not. So I don't know.
Is this a secondary you think you can exploit?
I think I can exploit every secondary. So that's kind of a rhetorical question, but of course.
Amari, do you feel like you have a pretty good idea of what this new offense is going to look like when you guys put it out there on Sunday, or are you sort of just as curious as everybody else to see how it's actually going to come together?
I mean, I would be lying if I said I didn't know what the offense is going to look like. I mean, we all get the game plan. We all get the first 15. We haven't gotten that yet, but the huge part of preparation is to actually know the game plan. So of course I know what the offense is going to look like. Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of if it's going to look as explosive as you guys hope it's going to look, and it's going to function as efficiently as you hope it will, is there some unknown about that?
Of course, I'm not. Like Coach Saban said, I don't have a crystal ball, so I don't know. But like I said before, we got the pieces. I mean, every team thinks that they have the pieces. We practice well, we prepare well, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not. Yeah, we just have to wait and see.
How much different do you think it will look from it did last year? Not from an execution standpoint, but from whatever Kevin's calling, maybe formation-wise, that kind of thing.
I'm sure Coach has made some tweaks. That's what it's all about, right? Getting better from year to year. So some things will definitely be different, but a lot more will probably be the same. I don't know. You gotta ask Kevin, man. You gotta ask Kevin what he's cooking up.
He won't tell.
You've always kind of looked forward to this matchup, it seems, as much as anybody on this team, to get the Bengals in week one. Just the excitement of that being the home opener too for you guys.
Super excited. I mean, just for the first time to play, in front of the fans at full strength. home opener. We haven't won a home opener in a long time too, so like that's another thing we're looking forward to. But to go against the Bengals is definitely even more special. So super excited.
What are your thoughts on, just Joe Burrow in general? I know he's coming out with half strength. Just Joe and just the receivers and how you guys usually match up against that.
Yeah, first starting with Joe, I mean, he's arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, could be the best depending on who you ask. Great player, can do it all, can make every throw. Then you got the receivers, the three-headed monster receivers. Super excited to play them at full strength too. That's something that we're definitely looking forward to. We feel like we match up very well with them, our strength. I feel like, as our secondary and our pass rush, so we're definitely super excited to get them full strength too.
So when you say full strength, are you assuming Denzel's going to be out there? Then he looked good yesterday to you guys?
That's for Coach. I don't know about what he's doing, but, I hope he's out there. But that's a Coach question.
What do you think it is with you guys that you're 5-1 against the Bengals, 4-1 against Joe Burrow? What's the secret to that?
I just think, we have a good game plan always against them. And like I said, I feel like their strength is their receivers, and I feel like one of our strengths is our corners and our secondary. So I think we match up very well with them.
Greg, you talked about Joe being one of the elite quarterbacks in the league. What sets him apart? What puts him on that tier besides just kind of the physical traits?
His poise, his decision making. He can throw the long balls. Like, his accuracy is amazing. He really can do everything that you need a quarterback to do. So I feel like with him, like, he's one of the elite because he can pretty much do it all.
Does the talk back and forth, their receivers, your DBs, does that make this game more fun?
Oh, for sure. We're all competitors. When you get a matchup like this early on, you're just super excited. This is kind of what I feel like is how we go against our offense every day. Having Coop, Elijah, DBJ, I feel like it's kind of that same similar matchup. So we're definitely super excited.
Jay said, was it last summer, that you guys talk more than any other DB group in the NFL. Do you wear that like a badge of honor? Is that something you embrace?
Oh, for sure. At the end of the day, I'm just a competitor. Whatever I can do out there, I play with a bunch of energy, a bunch of passion. But, that's fine, because we definitely talk, but, we're going to back it up too.
Does talk help with the energy? Is it getting in the other guy's head? Like, what's the kind of the motivation behind it?
I kind of just do it just for passion, just for my guys, honestly. Guys seeing me out there playing with a bunch of energy, I feel like it'll rise the guys around me, who are more, mild-tempered guys. So I kind of talk it's just what I'm used to, just the passion and just to bring guys along with me.
Is there like a little extra juice to your eyes get a little wider when you line up and number one's across from you?
Yeah, I would say that, but I would say all three of their receivers. Arguably, they're one of the best receiving corps in the league. So, getting the opportunity to go against any one of those guys is special for me. And, every single time I get a chance to go against one of them, my eyes definitely get wide. I'm ready to go.
Greg, how are you looking forward to seeing how this whole defense comes together? You guys really haven't played all together in a preseason game or anything. Are you very curious and anxious to see what you actually have?
I'm super excited. Even in that preseason game, we didn't have everybody because Miles didn't play. And I think we did a great job. But at the end of the day, all the work that we've been putting in since the summer, we got to put it all on display. So I'm super excited to see, what we're made of this first week.
Is this first game a good test to see what it does look like, though, as a complete group?
Oh, for sure. I think this first game is definitely going to say a lot about, how hard we've worked, how hard we've prepared for this game and for this moment. So I'm definitely super excited.
I think you touched on it already with like the matchups and how well you guys match up against each other, but to be like 5-1 against Burrow or 4-1, whatever it is, what about this team in particular has led you guys having so much success against the Bengals, do you think?
Yeah, once again, I just honestly believe it's that matchup piece. Like, in the NFL, you match up well with certain teams and things like that, and I think this is one of our premier, matchups. So, we take this game serious. We take every game serious, but I just think our matchup is in our favor, so we're super excited for it.
Jim Schwartz has talked a lot about getting those guys up front rotated, keeping their legs fresh, but also you guys on the back end, the same thing. How do you feel about that, and how much fresher do you think that's and better as a player is that going to make you getting that rotation?
We got guys, like I said, every single time I'm up here, we got guys that can go start on pretty much every other team in the NFL. So, with the rotation piece, like, I'm not too worried about it because we got guys that can come in and do the same thing that we all doing. So it'll definitely keep guys fresh, keep guys mentally fresh and things like that. So I'm super excited to see what guys like Cam Mitchell and, those guys can do out there. So I'm super excited.
Because you guys play the Bengals twice a year, the fact that Jim is newer coordinator and his scheme, his style is different than what you guys had a year ago, like, does that give you guys any kind of an edge because the Bengals haven't seen you guys play in that system?
Oh, for sure, definitely. Certain teams you're able to get a good grasp, when your offensive coordinator and defensive coordinators come back. Like Stefanski hit on the head, obviously they're going to do curveballs that we haven't seen, but, you're always going to go back to your bread and butter. I mean, when you haven't put, a lot of stuff on tape and things like that, we're going to be able to do some things that they haven't seen necessarily ever from us. So we're definitely super excited to put that defense on display.
And do you expect Joe to be any different with the calf strain, the fact that he didn't get to practice a lot in training camp? It's been since July.
No. Joe Burrow is one of those guys. I mean, it's a few guys that he probably doesn't ever need to practice really and can go out there and still be, a top 3, top 1 quarterback in the NFL. So, he'll definitely be full go and ready to go.
Is it hard to believe that he's 1-4 against the Browns?
It's not really hard to believe. Like I keep saying, it's just I feel like that matchup aspect. We match up very well with them. They play us tough, we play them tough, and you could just feel the energy every single time we play them. So definitely not super like the belief isn't like in awe that we're 4-1 against them.
What do you feel about the expectations going into the season? Maybe like externally, not a lot of national folks are talking about the Browns as a contender, but it feels like within this locker room, you guys feel like you are. Just where do you come out on the expectations and trying to live up to them this year?
Yeah, I mean, we like that. We're exactly where we're supposed to be. You got to earn respect from the league, so we're exactly where we want to be and exactly where we're supposed to be. We're going to prove it every single week, and it starts this week. So we're not too worried about, the external stuff. We keep everything internal. We know the capabilities that we have, and we're going to try to reach those every single game.
Greg, with the back and forth being a fun part of the matchup, who would you say is their best trash talker?
Honestly, none of them really talk back to me, to be honest.
So it's one-sided, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of one-sided. I kind of just be talking out there in general, so it's kind of one-sided. But, they'll say something here and there.
I mean, the handful of things I know it was last year, but that you were kind of talking about that they said maybe last summer. Like, do you hang on to that stuff and, look at it for motivation, or is it just kind of, in the back of your mind, I guess?
Yeah, I keep receipts on everything. Any way you can get an edge, any single game to just – elevate your game even that 1% more, definitely always keep receipts.
Have you been able to add any receipts this week?
Nah, I haven't been able. I've been off a little bit of social media. I'm just ready to get after it week 1 day.
Does it add to that edge getting to open up at home with the fans against an opponent like the Bengals? Does that juice you guys up more?
Oh, for sure. I always say when we play at home, it's like we got a 12th man on the field with us. So, we're super excited. Feel like they got to beat us and our fans. So we're definitely super excited to, start it off at home.